everyone, I'm back. So this is gonna be the last one for until I have guests on again. There are more, obviously. So today we're doing self-love, which is the chakra of the heart. There is still the chakra of the throat and the mind. I have to see if I want to do them just because I'm tired and I have to listen to my body and my soul and my needs. So it's a teaching for me, a lesson for me to sometimes not do all the things that I say I'm going to do. So self-love, that's a hard one because sometimes we don't feel that we could ever love ourselves. Sometimes self-acceptance is already a big deal, a big step. But self-love comes from self-confidence. When we feel that we are worthy, when we feel that we are doing the acts. So it doesn't even need to be that we're necessarily contributing to the planet, but even if we're contributing to ourselves and taking the steps to change ourselves, we are adding value to our world because then we meet the world differently. We have different conversations. We look at people differently. We look at situations with another light. And therefore, we can start to accept ourselves. And that's connected to our air element. The air element in our heart is connected to the emotions of love, peace, contentment. When there is a lack of it, we have this rigidity. There's a lack of opening, a lack of being able to receive people for who they are because we're not receiving ourselves for who we are. So there can be withdrawal, there can be sadness, grief, that can be a strong one, or there is this over indulgence in ourselves, narcissism, which is just a very deep lack of self-love that becomes self-obsession, basically. So these are all connected to our heart chakra, which is called anahata. And anahata means unstruck sound. So the heart is the place that is always unstruck. When we get to the source of our heart, the very deepest part of ourselves, our soul, nothing can damage that. That is eternal, eternally whole, eternally complete. Even if we get our heart broken 1,000 times, we are still a whole soul. There is nothing that can break us. We are maybe divided. We have segmented or fragmented a part of ourselves, rejected it, or it's been neglected. Someone else has done that for us, and then we repeat the pattern or repeat the training we've had. So the way that we can deal with the shadows of the heart is through breathing in and out, and rather than holding the breath, which is also a form of control and helps us build self-confidence. So that's good with Ujjayi. We can do the in and out and then hold the in and then hold the out as a retention, which builds confidence, but we don't need to do that with self-love and the heart chakra. So the heart chakra also affects the lungs. It's connected to the lungs. Everything in the universe is about breathing. If you think about it, the universe breathes. It expands and contracts. The earth breathes. There is a summer and a winter. And we breathe. We also breathe in a longer cycle of the day and night. We go to sleep, we stand up, we go to sleep. It's expanding, contracting, in and out, up and down. So that's life. And if you look at the symbol for anahata, or the heart chakra, it's like the Jewish symbol, the David star. It's one triangle pointing up, so the earth element moving back to consciousness, and the other triangle, which we had in the fire element, is a triangle pointing down, consciousness moving into matter. So these two are overlapping here. The mudra we use is Garuda, which is the thumbs interlock, you point the fingers away from each other, And you spread the fingers as if you have wings, and you just place that on the heart. And then the mantra is yum, 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 like yummy food. And you want to feel that as you breathe into the heart and you feel this yumminess. So feeling is all about the heart, the sensation of feeling, so the senses. This body, this chakra and this element is connected to the body of higher consciousness or higher intelligence, our, what do you call that? Vijnanamaya kosha. So Vijnanamaya kosha is healed through touch, through massage, through taking care of self, but also others, nurturing. Doing new things is a really good way to strengthen self-love, because when we do new things, we rediscover ourselves. We find out we are a different person than we thought we were. We change our consciousness, and therefore our consciousness starts to realize that how we have been seeing ourselves all this time is from an old consciousness, one that is limited, one that has been infantilized or trained to think in a certain way, which keeps us small. And we can let go of that. When we try new things, we see we are not just what we thought we were, and we can feel who we are. We can feel we are stronger than what we think we are. We feel we have more power than we believed we do. It's all in there. So I want you just to place those hands in Garuda mudra, so the hand gestures, fingers pointing away from each other, thumbs are interlaced, and you spread those fingers like wings and place it on your heart, and then just breathe into the heart. You can use Ujjayi, or you can just do normal breathing into the upper cavity of the skull, and breathe out from the skull. And then breathe into the skull through the nostrils, down into the heart, and breathe from the heart back through the skull, out through the nostrils. And just do that 3 times, breathing in through the skull, down to the heart, and from the heart back up and out. And now I want you to breathe into the heart, straight into the heart. And expand the lungs, the ribs, the heart. Let it become massaged through the full in-breath, and as you breathe out, release. And close even the ribs, the heart, the lungs. Really squeeze the air out. And then breathe in fully through the heart, the back of the heart, the front of the heart, the sides of your heart. Let it all breathe and expand. And start to breathe in the feeling, the emotion of peace. Start to breathe in the emotion of connection. Connection to self, connection to your heart, connection to your soul, your deeper desires. Start to breathe in the feeling, the emotion of love. So emotion is a doing word, it's a verb. How does love as a verb feel? What's it doing in your cells? What's it doing in your organs? What's it doing in your mind? Breathe it out to the world, to the space around you, to the planet, people. And breathe in love from the universe. Through the heart, Now imagine that you're expanding that love out from your heart to the universe, and everything from you to the edges of existence and back again into the heart. Allow these to become waves of love, extending to the very edges of time and space and gathering back into your heart. And then release the hands. Place them anywhere that you want to. And repeat the affirmation to yourself. I am a beloved child of the universe, and the universe lovingly looks after me now and forevermore. And breathe that in. I am a beloved child of the universe, and the universe lovingly looks after me now and forevermore. And then release that affirmation and just absorb the after effects. And notice if you've come 1 millimeter closer to self-acceptance or self-love. See if you can allow yourself to dive into it more deeply. So I do suggest that these practices be done again and again and again and again until they become a habit. So we can't replace a habit without having another one for its place. As the word itself implies, we need to replace habits. So thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy these little practices and be well. Have a wonderful holiday. Enjoy, see, breathe, feel, do, and just allow yourself to enjoy the beauty of life as it is.